What is up, guys? It's Nand here, aka Nando Nut, delivering to you fresh, hot from the oven, a steaming gameplay slash commentary, except it's not that steaming. I mean, it's an 85 kill thingamajig, which is the highest I've got so far, and a brilliant start. Yeah, 85 kill on Nuketown, blah 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 blah. I was playing pretty defensively, so we actually end up losing the game, which is slightly depressing. But yeah, and if I sound different, aiming fail. If I sound different, it's because I'm using my Turtle Beach P11s to record, which I got like a week or two ago. Best Semtex ever. So yeah, I'm using that. Hopefully it'll sound a bit better. I don't know. So yeah, before I get started with the main topic, I kind of wanted to mention a couple of things. So first of all, a couple of shout outs to two dual-targes that came out. Well, when I say recently, I mean sometime between the last commentary I did and this one. The first one's called Transatlantic, and it's by my good friends Kieran, or ZL Lemon, and Deck17SJ, and that's a Modern Warfare 3 / Black Ops montage. Awesome, brilliant clips. Dak's a great sniper, and Kieran's just good with everything else. So yeah, highly recommend that. And the second one is called Chasing Fire, which is by Tuscany21, aka Agility HD, who I've been sort of getting to know a bit recently, and his friend, the crazy CeeLo456. And that's a Battlefield 3 / COD montage, which is pretty interesting. I don't know that much about Battlefield, but even though I don't, some of the feeds in that were just ridiculous. It just, seemed infinite. So yeah, both of those come highly recommended from me, and there'll be links in the description to them. And the second thing I want to mention is that it's my birthday tomorrow. Woo, yay, as if you care. I turned 17, so yeah, I'm one of the oldest in my year. I don't know how it works in other countries, but in the UK, school year starts in September, so obviously being early September, I'm one of the oldest. I know that Kieran, I think Kieran turned 17 a couple of months ago, and he's in the year, well, technically 2 years above, but we don't need to go into that. So yeah, here's some of the cake that I had. I would send you all a piece. How did I not cap that flag? I would send you all a piece, but I think the shipping costs would be too expensive. So yeah. But remember, the cake is a lie. So anyway, what I actually wanted to talk about was one of my hobbies outside of video games. Believe it or not, it does exist. I know, it's hard to believe. But because I saw on Kieran's channel recently, he put a video of him doing some sort of mountain biking kind of stuff. And I believe that's one of his other hobbies, because I saw that on his old channel. So I thought I'd talk about one of mine, which is playing the piano. And I've been doing this for the last, 10 years or so? But for looking at the amount of time that I have been playing for, I'm probably not that good, considering I've been playing for 10 years, but whatever. So yeah, that's probably what I do most after... Where did you go? What I do most after video games, and I really enjoy it. I've always really enjoyed it. I mean, I started like everyone else did, just working my way through the grades. I got up to grade 5 when I was, I think, what would it have been about 12. I mean, I would do this in terms of school years, but obviously it's going to differ from country to country. So yeah, I was about 12. And then after that, I got a bit fed up of grades, because it's literally the same thing. You choose 3 pieces, you do some scales, you do some arpeggios, and it's just really boring. So after that, I just decided to try and play some pieces. And then when I moved to my new school at the age of 13, there was an option. There was piano, which I could learn, and also there was jazz piano, which sounded really interesting. I mean, now I look back at it, it's reasonably obvious that I already like jazz, because the way it works is that you choose 3 pieces to play for the exam, and whenever there was a jazz piece as an option, I always used to choose that, a jazz or a blues piece, but I didn't realise it at the time, so I thought that would be cool, so I decided to do that. And it turns out that one of the major parts of jazz, well, not necessarily piano, but just jazz in general, is improvisation. And those of you that know me, I mean, Kieran and Dak will probably know this by now, I'm a reasonably cautious guy. I like to take my time with stuff, know what I'm doing before I do it. So you can imagine for me what improvisation must be like. And for those of you who don't know, it's just exactly what it says on the tin. Making stuff up on the spot. So you play your piece, and then there's a little bit where you've just got some chords in the left hand, and then in the right hand you're basically meant to be making things up on the spot. So when my teacher first told me this, he said, like, okay, so you're going to be doing some improvisation. I was like, what? sorry, I didn't. He's like, improvisation, you make it up, and I was like, no, I don't make stuff up on the spot. I need to know what I'm doing. And because I started in September, and then in sometime sort of November or December, there was the first, not concert, but it's kind of an event in the back of a pub, a classic jazz event, informal atmosphere, and he wanted me to play in that. And I said, no way, I'm not improvising in front of all of these people making stuff up. And looking back at it now, I still think I made the right decision. I don't think I was quite ready for that. And then even in the first time I played, I was my arms, everything, I was completely rigid, and I was so nervous, just sweating. And that wasn't really improvisation. I mean, I'd kind of prepared a few things beforehand, which he said was, that's fine. That's kind of how you start. You take things from other places, other people, and you emulate that. So that's what I started with. But by now, I think I've gotten more accustomed to improvisation, and I actually quite like it now. It's really fun. It gives it an extra dimension, and it means you never really get bored because you don't know what you're playing. Every time you play it, you'll come up with something different. So I quite enjoy that. I think it adds a different dimension to the whole thing. And when I look at some of the pros, it's just ridiculous what they can do, some of the pieces, and that is a huge part of jazz. Because I was used to just playing and learning pieces, but then when this happened, it was like, it'd spend 10 minutes on the piece, and the rest of the time would be looking at the bit over which you improvise, and it's a lot more complex than you think. There's a whole theory behind it, and I still haven't quite got my head around it, but I'm getting there. So that's jazz, and then the other bit I like playing is video game music. And when I say video game music, I mean Nintendo, predominantly Nintendo, a bit of Sega if you like. But that music is just incredible. Even though I don't play those games anymore, I still love the music. The amount of effort that's put into those scores is just ridiculous, and the tunes are really catchy. And obviously, if you're playing the game and you hear this a lot, then it kind of sticks in your head. And I've always wanted to actually play some of the pieces. So, both Jay and I like to do that. To J105, we play video game pieces. And recently I've been trying to incorporate some sort of jazz elements into it. So I take whatever's in the left hand and try and improvise over it. Even though the piece may not be jazzy, I still do it, and it's still fun. And I think it sounds cool. You may disagree, but recently, over the summer, I've been working on this one piece, which is pretty massive. I've tried to do some serious improvisational stuff with it. I don't know if it's worked or not, but yeah, so what I kind of wanted to ask you was, would you like to see that? Do you want to see me play the piano or not? Because I know in a jazz / Nintendo video game style, because I know the Call of Duty community isn't exactly renowned for jazz / Nintendo music. It's more sort of rock / metal / drum and bass / dubstep / electro house, but it might make a difference. Might be something different. Who knows? What would you like to see it? I was considering putting it up, and for those of you who've been subscribed for a bit longer than before the montage, then you know that I talked before about putting some videos of me playing the piano up. I thought I'd bring something different, give me something different to work towards, and I quite enjoy it. I quite like to show you guys what I can do. Like I said, I'm not a pro or anything, but I just enjoy it, and I just believe that improvisation does take a bit of skill, more skill than just learning a piece and playing it. So I'd like to share that with you guys, with the internet, whatever. Don't feel obliged to watch them. It's just for everyone to see it, really. So yeah, I don't know why I'm going around picking up other people's guns. It just doesn't seem to work. But so yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. One of my other hobbies and what I intend to do with it in terms of YouTube. I mean, I saw Kieran's mountain bike thing. I thought that was pretty cool, so I thought I'd try it out for myself. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Coming to the end of the video. So in terms of future videos, I haven't had much time whatsoever. Work has just gone off the charts, surprisingly. I mean, it's not that I'm not managing it, I've just got a lot. So I'll probably mix it up with hopefully a commentary a week, and then maybe one of the live commentaries that I've still got, either Plaisir, Black Ops 1, or New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So that is it for today. Let me know. What should I ask you to let me know? Let me know two things. Firstly, do you play a musical instrument? And secondly, if you'd like to see me play some piano stuff. But yeah, I'll see you around. Watch those dual charges. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.